People have been talking of a UFO cover-up for years.
Now they are talking about it in Washington, D.C. Listen to this.
We want to know what's out there and why the federal government's trying to hide it from us.
This guy seems pretty convinced there's a cover-up, but so do a lot of kooks these days.
He's no kook, he's Tim Burchett, U.S. Representative for Tennessee's 2nd Congressional District. He voted to amend the National Defense Authorization Act for 2024 to force the declassification of unidentified aerial phenomena files.
Sure, just don't hold your breath.
That's not all. Burchett has revealed that 3 witnesses, he's calling them dynamite witnesses, will testify before the House Oversight Subcommittee on National Security, the Border, and Foreign Affairs.
Who are they? Can we trust them?
Here's what Burchett said about them.
Wait, the audio is terrible. Get the space monkey to read it out.
Sam?
They're professionals. They're military. They're people that were there and saw what they saw.
Well, maybe. Ain't they just gonna cover this up as well?
Burchett says they tried. Here's what he said.
They keep saying that these aliens don't exist, yet they continuously block things. The Pentagon quashes witnesses. NASA backed out on us. I keep saying this. If they don't exist, the federal government sure is putting up a heck of a fight, you know?
Okay, give me the names.
UFO whistleblower. David Grusch will be joined by Commander Retired David Fravor, U.S. Navy, and Lieutenant Ryan Graves, also formerly U.S. Navy.
Grusch, Fravor, Graves. I've heard of them before. These aren't new witnesses. Is this more baloney?
They just gave public interviews before. Now they'll be testifying under oath before Congress.
Okay, so kind of a big deal. What are they going to tell us?
As a U.S. Navy fighter pilot, Fravor was witness to the now famous Tic Tac UFO. Commanding officer of the VFA 41 Strike Fighter Squadron, known as the Black Aces, he was in charge of FA-18F Super Hornet fighters attached to the USS Nimitz Carrier Strike Group. Off the coast of Southern California in November 2004, the guided missile cruiser USS Princeton had picked up and was tracking an unidentified flying object. Princeton contacted 2 Navy FA-18F fighters from Nimitz that were in the vicinity. One was being flown by Fravor. In an interview, Fravor later said that a total of 4 people witnessed the object for about 5 minutes. Ryan Graves was also a Super Hornet fighter pilot, flying with VFA-11, the Red Rippers, out of Naval Air Station Oceana in Virginia. After a radar upgrade in 2014, Graves and other pilots training in the area started picking up unidentified objects. Missile guidance systems locked on target. Other pilots got eyes on, and there was at least one near collision.
But without evidence, that's still just hearsay.
Oh, we've got the evidence. The U.S. Navy released a declassified recording, known as FLIR 1, from one of the Nimitz Super Hornets showing an unidentified flying object, as well as footage of the so-called GIMBAL and GOFAST UFOs documented in 2015.
That doesn't sound like a cover-up.
They only released the videos in 2020.
They still released them.
But, and I quote from the Department of Defense statement, "The DoD is releasing the videos in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that has been circulating was real, or whether or not there is more to the videos."
So the footage was already out there.
Yes, someone forced the Navy's hand.
And if they hadn't?
We would never know.
Okay, that's beginning to sound like a cover-up. What about the last guy?
David Grusch, U.S. Air Force veteran and former member of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, was the National Reconnaissance Officer Representative for the Department of Defense's Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Task Force. Grusch has accused the U.S. military and its defense contractors of covering up evidence of crashed UFOs, recovered lifeforms, and deaths caused by non-human intelligences. He recently filed a whistleblower complaint saying, and I quote, "There is a sophisticated disinformation campaign targeting the U.S. populace, which is extremely unethical and immoral." End quote.
They all sound like straight-up guys. What's the catch?
Their credentials check out. These are credible witnesses.
With incredible stories. Yeah, they could be dynamite.
Burchett said, "It's going to be the biggest show in town."
When is it going down?
The hearing, titled Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, Implications on National Security, Public Safety, and Government Transparency, is set for Wednesday, July 26th, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Whatever's out there, it's not even close to the truth.
Subscribe for more unusual developments.